He is a television icon, talk show host, comedic best-selling author, and frankly, one of Hollywood's most famous dads. We are so happy to welcome to Emotional Mojo, Mr. Alan Thicke. Alan, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Michelle.
We're so happy to have you. You have a new show out. It's called Unusually Thicke, getting some really great reviews. Are you excited about how it's being received?
Yeah, we're pretty excited about our first week. Thankfully, great numbers and lovely reviews. So we're off and running and having a good time.
Let's show our viewers why it's doing so well. It's really funny. The show basically puts a spotlight on your real-life modern family. Let's take a look at that.
People with millions of dollars will line up for 20 minutes at a time to get something free at the end of the night. Captain Swag is here.
Oh, are you sure we need two?
No, we need 5.
I'm sure there's wonderful gifts, but you know what?
Always.
We have 10 of everything in this house already.
We don't have one of these.
Who's gonna wear that?
Oh, I want those. I will wear that. My entire wardrobe consists of swag clothing.
Foldable flip-flops.
And you don't need them. Just gonna take it out of your hands?
I mean, I'm just so curious. What do you plan on doing with all this?
We'll look through it, and the stuff that we don't have or that has some sentimental value, we'll keep. Other stuff
How
will
would
go
there
to
be
charity.
anything sentimental from a swag bag?
It was an event we shared.
Honey, you're a hoarder.
So tell us a little bit about the show, because to me it's a little bit comedy, it's a little bit sitcom, it's kind of a drama, but it's a reality show. I mean, what can we expect to see this whole season?
Well, we tried to do something a little different. It's a combination, I guess, reality sitcom. It's our real family in real life situations that are happening to us, but told in a sitcom format. We wanted to tell our story in a funny way with some celebrities popping in, and didn't want to be so presumptuous as to think you'd want to follow us around in our underwear with cameras and just see what what fabulous things happen. So we are telling a story and having some fun with it along the way. We figured that a lot of the abrasive, combative kind of reality had already been beautifully, thoroughly covered by other people, that we couldn't top that. So we're kind of going in a different direction.
You might want to hang on to that idea, though, walking around in the underwear. I don't know. That could get you some new viewers.
That'll
Just
be
saying.
a sequel. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll do that episode with my hot young wife and my hot young son. You won't see the family patriarch in his in his speedos.
Can't blame a girl for trying. Hey, so listen, we knew you for years as Jason Seaver on Growing Pains, and that just frankly cemented your place in Hollywood's Cool TV Dad Hall of Fame. Are you the cool dad in real life?
Well, interestingly, I hope that's us pulling back the curtain on the Jason Seaver with this show, with Unusually Thicke. It's kind of, come on, see what Jason Seaver's like at home. What's the Seaver family like in real life? And so I think there's an element to that in this program.
What do you think his character would think of your family dynamic?
I liked what the Seaver family stood for. Those standards, family values, etc., as corny as they might be, that's kind of close to who I really am, with a few surprises and wrinkles on this program. But I can have that on my tombstone and be proud of it.
But the hair still looks just as great.
And that's all I care about, Michelle. It's all about the hair.
Hey, you mentioned earlier that Unusually Thicke will feature guest appearances, celebrities like Bob Saget, John Stamos, Magic Johnson, of course, your oldest son, Robin Thicke. How much involvement will Robin have in the show?
Well, I would be happy to exploit Robin to the fullest, since he's one of my favorite celebrities these days. But no, Robin will pop in for a couple of cameos in the course of the series, just to keep his eye on Dad. And in the episode this week, it's really a connection between the 16-year-old and Robin. I take young Carter to see what a day in the life of a rock star is really all about, and that begins our story.
You mentioned your wife. You have a spicy little hottie of a wife, but we hear there's some talk on the show about having another baby together. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, the talk about having another baby mostly comes from Tanya, who completely deserves it. She's been fabulous raising Carter with me ever since he was in diapers. And the real life issue that we deal with occasionally on the show, as yet unresolved in real life, is whether we would have another child. You know, I don't want to go all Tony Randall on her at this age and be an. I would be afraid of being an inadequate father, which would include dying any day. You know, she deserves it, and is the timing right? Am I qualified? Am I equipped at this stage in life? Stay tuned.
That'll be a good one to watch for sure. Hey, so our show's called Emotional Mojo. We're all about helping people figure out what their mojo is, what makes them tick, what inspires them. So besides, obviously, your family, where do you find your mojo?
I think I like to try to be creative. I like to get up and think I'm accomplishing something every day. I get up early, and whether it's something that I'm writing or something related to the entertainment business that I'm involved in, or just a sense of accomplishment by going out and I don't know, getting a better golf score than I got last week. Moving forward, I think, would be my my mantra.
It's like you've been watching our show, because we literally say that every day, that we keep people moving forward. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, that just makes me dull and redundant then. I have nothing original to offer. Son of a gun.
It makes you
sorry.
great and a perfect fit for our show. So thank you very much for spending time with us. You guys at home, do not miss Unusually Thick. It's on Wednesdays at 10/9 Central on TV Guide Network. Thank you, Alan.